Hello, guys. Greetings, 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 greetings. Good morning, good evening. Anywhere you are, greetings, good morning, good evening, happy Wednesday, anywhere you are. Yeah. So, tonight I am here to bring forth some learning and some growing and some flourishing. Because if we are learning, we have to grow and we have to flourish, if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. So I am going to have to start because I am here now and I did put some reminder that I will join here on 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. So I have to keep going, as they say, keep pedaling. Yeah. Hi guys, greetings, greetings. How are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Can you share the live, please? And can you um comment, or we can interact as you may not know. Yeah. So I am here today just to give thanks. So, yeah. So the first thing I always start with is the original Lord's Prayer because I like to open my space. I like to be protected. I like guidance. I like utterance. I like when I am spoken to by the divine, the most high, because I have to seek utterance for everything that I'm doing. I can see you there. Can you just say hello so that I can know that you're there? I am greeting you. I greet you anywhere you are joining from. Yeah. So the first thing I want to do is say the original Lord's Prayer because it is so important, because it lifts us up, it helps us, and it helps others as well. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the like. Yeah. Thank you so much. A cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, softened the grounds of our bodies and carved out a space within us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance to our desires. Thank you guys for joining. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share with each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangle thread of destiny that binds us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities of our present moment. For you are the ground, the truthful mission, the birth, the power, and the fulfillment, as all is gathered and make whole again, and so it is. Yeah. So, guys, I am saying now the only moment we have is the present moment, which is now. We have no other moment. We can't attest for tomorrow, for the next hour, for the next day. Yeah? It's only today we have. So we have to always ask for the opportunities that we are seeking in this present moment. Thank you for liking the live, guys. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for liking. I appreciate, love you. My gratitude in abundance. You can also subscribe and come back here. I join here every Sunday, Wednesday, and the Fridays to bring hope, bring the goodness of God, bring grace, bring inspiration, affirmation, and motivation. So while we learn, we grow. I'm here to learn with you and to grow and to flourish. Because I always say if we are learning and we are not applying it and not growing and not flourishing, it doesn't make sense. So we need to grow, we need to flourish. And I always add in, we need to write because I am a writer. Yeah, I have few books on Amazon. I do poetry. I write about therapy because I am also a therapist. So I write about complementary therapies. I write about beauty therapy. I write all these things and my experience. Yeah. At present, I am writing a book. It says You and Your Mind. And I believe I did not choose that book. That book chose me. So it's packed with goodness and stories from my own thing. I always say on here, I always say, 7 months, this month makes 7 months ago, I had an illness. I had mini stroke, I had seizure, I had bleed in my brain. So I had to put that chapter in the book to tell my story, what I have been through, what's going on, and 7 months on how I am recovering because God, the goodness of God. Yeah. And I want you to know that every day you live, every day you breathe, every single day you breathe. Thank you, hi. Every single day we breathe, we are making mistakes. We are riddled with it. There's no ifing, no butting, no asking, yeah? Alter, thank you, thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you for joining, yeah? The grace of God, yeah? So we constantly making mistakes. Mistakes, hello, Euros Jones, greetings, yeah? Every single day we are making mistakes. So that's why I always say, lose the guilt. You can't beat up yourself for all these mistakes. Lose the guilt. Let it go. Forgive yourself and pedal on. I like to use the word pedal and move on because there's nothing you can do. That this is life. Life is riddled with mistakes. There's no one that is perfect. Yeah. So that is my C22. Thank you. Please, thank you for joining. Yeah. All of you, a multitude of gratitude in abundance. Yeah. So as we make mistakes, we have to keep doing these prayers because they will help us to release us from the entanglement of past mistakes. No, these past mistakes, they are not always down to us. Sometimes it comes from the generation above, like your parents, and they pass it on down to the generation. So sometimes we struggle, and we only struggle because of or generational thing that follows us into our lives. And if we don't break that, then we are going to pass it on to our kids, and our kids are going to have a whale of a time trying to entangle themselves or untangle themselves. So when I come here, Euros Jones, yes, thank you. I like that shows. Yeah. When I come here, I come to release myself because that's what I'm praying for, and to help to release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. You get it, guys? So then we say here, because this is the prayer, you know, you have the Lord's Prayer, the Lord is my shepherd, but this one, I love the Lord is my shepherd because when I was growing up as a kid, we have to know that one by heart. Yeah. But I've learned this one a few months ago, and it's everything that I need to apply to myself. So when I bring it here, I bring it, guys, for you to take the bits out of it that will resonate with you. Or if you want the whole prayer, you can adapt it to yourself. Yeah. So when it says, fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered, that is something good that we have to always be praying for, always been asking for. Yeah? Fill us. We want to be filled with the creativity so that we can make sense of our lives. We can do our purpose. We can help ourselves and help others through the process. Yeah. Because we want we're asking for the creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruits. So it's only by the empowerment you're going to grow that fruit. Bear it, yeah? Let each of our actions, so then it comes down to our actions. Whatever your action is, that's the result you're going to take onto yourself. Yeah? So when you check this level here, if your action is fruitful and good and pleasant and pleasing, then that's the result you're going to take onto yourself. If your action is that of something bad, then that's exactly what you're going to take onto yourself. So we said, let each of our actions bear fruit. Because if your action or my action is not bearing fruit, there is no point. You get it? There is no point, because why would you? I remember growing up in Jamaica, and they had this guinep and this guinep tree, and some of them would not bear fruits. And my parents always say it's man guinep. It's a man guinep tree, so it will never yield any guineps. Yeah. So why would somebody want to live and their action is not bearing fruits? You get it? So we said, let each of our actions bear fruit, because we want to bear fruit. As human beings, we want to have families, we want to have our own children, we want to have our grandchildren, we want to be successful in life, we want to flourish, we want to grow, and we want to learn. Yeah? So we have to ask that the actions that we bring forth in our lives, it bear fruit in accordance to our desires. So the next one we are battling with is desires. Your desire have to be on point. Your desire have to be on the peak there. You have to have good desire to reap good benefits, if that makes sense. So I love the word intention, and I also love the word desire, because you have to set your intention. And on top of that, you have to have the desire, because this life, if you are alive and breathing, this life, you have to be constant. There's no break. There's no if and but, or there's no, oh, I do it tomorrow. It's constant. So before you do anything, set the intention. What intention are you carrying to the table? What intention are you going to have to make whatever you are bearing or whatever you are doing be successful? So you have to set that intention. And on top of the intention, you have to have the desire for it. Yeah? If you don't, thank you guys, thank you for liking. Yeah? If you don't set the desire for it, where are you going? What are you going to do? You get the picture. Thank you for the liking. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Comment. Leave me a comment. I appreciate, love it. I appreciate, love you for joining here. Please remember to subscribe. Leave me a comment, like the video, yeah? Thank you. And if there's something that resonates with you, please write it down. Yeah? Thank you, Euro. Thank you, Alta. Thank you. Thank you for joining, all of you. A multitude of gratitude, yeah? So thank you for coming on and joining. Yeah? So desires is everything. Yeah? If I have the desire, that I need to make me get up out of bed in the morning, I have to set that desire. Otherwise, if you're tired, if you're a person who work hard and you're tired, you want to sleep. So you have to have that desire. No, I have to bring the kids to school. I have to make breakfast for my husband or my wife. I have to be going to work and things like that. So you have to set that desire, because intention, desire is everything. You get it? So that's what we are saying. So then we move on to say, we are asking the cosmic birther of all radiance, whoever you perceive that cosmic birther to be, of all radiance and vibration, to soften the grounds of our bodies. Isn't that wonderful? Soften the grounds of our bodies. And carved out a space within us where your presence can abide. So you see where consistency comes in constantly, because it doesn't matter who you perceive to be your God or your source, but we all have a source, and the source is where we come from. It's a source. If some people say energy, some people say spiritual, some people say God, some people say Allah, some people say universe. But whatever you perceive it to be, it's your source. So I use a typical example the other day. I was saying to someone, if you want to know that you belong to a source, go to the sea and remove the fish from the sea and see how long that fish will survive. Yeah? And then when you look again, you go to the earth and pull up a plant and keep it away from the earth. And then you know how long that plant is going to survive. So the plant has its source. The fish has its source. The birds have their source. So you can just imagine human being. Of course, we have to have a source. So we have to keep ourselves connected to that source. Yeah? Connection is everything. Intention, because when you remove yourself as a human being from that source, then we die. And this dying doesn't have to mean literally, because I see people who are alive, but they are dead. So they're not physically dead. They're still alive, but they are dead. So when you remove yourself from the source, then we die. You get the drift? So that's what we have to say, because we want a space in here so that our source can dwell there, so that when we need our source, we can pick it out. We can consult it, and we can say, well, this is that and that is that. You get it? So then now we go on. We want wisdom, because we have to pray for utterance. I like to give utterance when it comes. And I pray for discernment. And what I'm saying to you has nothing to do with Christianity. I'm telling you spiritual stuff. Stuff that's how it is. There's no going around it, coming around it, go sideways, go in between it. It's just as it is. Yeah? So we say, endow us with that wisdom to produce and share. Yeah? So while we are alive, we have to produce. And not only producing, but we have to share. And again, I'm going to tell you, sharing doesn't mean money. You don't have to constantly getting up and giving people money to share or give them food to share. Sharing is giving somebody a word, 2 words. Sharing is is helping someone on the journey, shining some light for them to see. Because as I always say, life is perfect, life is good. It's only the obstacle. So there's nothing wrong with life. Life is perfect as it is. But the obstacle, yeah? So we have to go up them bumps and hills and valleys through life. Yeah? So we want wisdom to carry on. We need to share so that we can help each other, be our brother's keeper, and help people on their journey. So even though I come here now, I haven't got anything physical to give, but I have good words. And sometimes the words is really better than the money because it open your eyes, it give you that lift, it give you that assurance that you can do it, that you can make it happen because you've got the power. We've got the power. You get it? So while we say endow us with the wisdom to produce and share with each being, so that's where the sharing comes. We're not going to be selfish and keep it for ourselves. We're going to share it with each being that needs to grow and flourish. Yeah? Because we need to grow, we need to flourish, we need to replenish, we need to share. Yeah? And then we go back and we say, untie the tangled thread, the thread that binds us, that tied us. As we said, untie it. As we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Guys, it's never ending. It's a constant. Life is constant. All these things is constant. To keep on top of the game, it is constant. Yeah? Then he said, do not let us be seduced. Yeah? Seduce is a massive word and it has so much meaning. But in this term, we are going to say, do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us. So when we look at mistakes and we say every day we're riddled with mistakes and we're riddled with mistakes, but we're still praying and we said, don't let us be seduced by that which would divert our attention. I opened my phone shortly before I came here for one thing I opened the phone for. But then I was distracted onto something else. But those are the mistakes that we keep making. Some of the mistakes. Yeah? So we said, do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us. Because if we come here to pray, we don't want to be diverted into drama and all these things and mix up. We come here to pray. Or if we come here to seek knowledge, to learn, to grow, to flourish, we don't want to be diverted. Yeah? We do not want to be diverted to other things. And if we come here to give a word, to give hope, to give inspiration, to give motivation, to give the goodness of God, the grace, to give a little light, to help you on your journey, give you a little lift, a little push, a little push, a little lift, then we don't want to be diverted. You get it? Guys, I hope you are getting it. Yeah? But don't let us be diverted, but illuminate the opportunity, brighten the opportunity, show us so that we may see. Show us the opportunity or opportunities of our present moment. So while we are here, we are looking for the opportunities everywhere of this moment that we have, because that's all we have. This particular moment, that's all we have. You who are watching me, you who join me, that's all we have. There's no other ways around it. That's all we have. Because when we go, nobody knows what tomorrow will bring, what later on will bring. I always like to use the terminology. When we go to bed, when we do all we do in the days and we go to bed, we are dead until the morning. When the sun rises, we rise from that dead. It's a new day, new beginning, new dawn, new opportunities to do what we want to do. So illuminate, show us the opportunity, brightens it, make it visible so that we may see the opportunity of our present moment. And then we said, for you are the ground. You, me, we are the ground. The truthful mission. Yeah? Isn't that wonderful? The birth, the power, and the fulfillment. Because it's what we do, we are going to fulfill. And the fulfillment. As all of us is gathered here, all of us is gathered and make whole again, and so it is. And then when we say so it is, I always like to say seal, because when we say positive affirmation, we like to seal them. So no outside source, no devil, no enemy can come in and add anything to what we say, because that's why we make sure we say positive things. We use words that are uplifting, words that will help you, words that will make you, give you directions. So we say seal, we seal it, because we said so, and so it is, or so it shall be, seal. You've been amazing. See you soon, Euros Jones. You've been amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, guys, please, if anybody else is here, I am here till 9 o'clock. Follow me, not follow here. Subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, and you can always come back here on a Sunday, Wednesday, Friday nights, 8 to 9. I will come here and we learn and grow together. Yes? So we seal that one there, because that's what we do. So that will leave me with some affirmations, guys, that I am going to give you. There's so much to talk about, and there's so much to bring to the table. But I have done my first half an hour. I want to keep it nice and jiggy, nice and smooth, and not go over my time. I try my best to come here on time so that I can give the full hour of my time. Yeah. So if you share the live, if you invite somebody, call a friend, Tell a friend to come on and join and hear. We don't know, because we don't know what other people going through. And as I said, when I analyze the thing, because I like to do a little bit of people watching, not to criticize people, but for my own perusal. Yeah. So sometimes we see people and they are going through so much. They're going and they just want a word. They just want a little leaf. They just want somebody to shine a little light for them to see. Because it's not life. Life is perfect as it is, but it's the bumps and the journey. So this minute you're here, next minute it's like a roller coaster ride. So life is good, but the journey is. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe, please like, please share, please tell somebody to come and join the live and get a word, because a word is here. I get utterance sometimes. I prayed for discernment. So let them come if they want to hear. It might give them a little bit of hope, give them a little bit of inspiration, motivate them a bit, and said yes, because I normally say what I have been through the last 7 months. I probably shouldn't be here, but because of the goodness of God, I believe, I prayed, I cry out to the hills from whence cometh my help. I do affirmations for myself. I give myself permission to be well, because that's what you have to do constantly. Yeah. Sometimes, because I had this seizure and the stroke as well, and the bleed in my brain, sometimes I'm in pain. I am in serious pain, but I still pedal on, because you can't get up every day and complain. You will complain and people will hear it. But after a while, people don't want to hear complain. So we use our complaint. We use our complaint and we put it into positive vibration, positive things. Yeah. And that's what we do, because we inspire ourselves and we inspire others. You get it? So that's the joy about it. So now I am going to jump into some affirmations. So I just want to say here, if you like, you can write them down, because these words, they come and they go. Normally, if you don't write them down, you lose them. And if it resonates with you, you'd want to keep it. Keep it in your purse. Put it under your pillow. Keep it in your car pocket. Keep it in your pocket. Keep it in every room of your house, so that when you go into that room, you can see it and it can remind you that you're giving yourself permission to be well. Thank you so much, Euros. Thank you, thank you. I tried because I have to. That's what I say. That's why this line of work, this is my purpose, because I have to look after myself. The other thing, which I'm going to come with Friday, I've got another session here Friday 8 to 9. I'm going to come with self-love, because what I notice, people cannot even bring themselves to love themselves, yet they're looking for husband, yet they're looking for wives, yet they want girlfriends and boyfriends, and they can't even love themselves. Yeah. So we're going to shed some light on self-love on Friday between 8 to 9. Be in love with yourself. So I'm not going to divulge that information until Friday. So that's my next goal on Friday. But for now, I'm giving inspiration, affirmation, and motivation. So we're learning and we're growing and we are flourishing. Oh, you're going to bed now. Good night. Good night and God bless. Yeah. seduced. Yes, that's it. Don't let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose. Because a lot of people is alive and they don't know the purpose because they can't see it. Yeah? So a lot of people are being diverted from their true purpose. Good night. You have a good sleep. God bless you. And thank you for joining. Hope you have subscribed and leave me a message on the because I will publish this live once I'm finished. Yeah? Yes. So let me just jump into some affirmation. I've done about 35 minutes. So let me just jump into some affirmation. And the affirmation is what? Decimate. The affirmation decimate the negative, or it overrides the negative, yeah? So the first one, in no particular order, I'm just going to say them. So the first one is let go of limitations and recognize the true beauty of my being. So now you are going to let go of you're going to let go of limitations and recognize your true beauty of your being. Yeah, that's all you have to do. And on the reverse, it says, I visualize all my limitations falling away one by one until I'm safe, healed, and whole. Eh? Isn't that beautiful? That is so beautiful, and that's exactly what we have to do. Guys, give me a moment there. Thank you. Thank you for a moment. Thank you for a moment. Thank you for that break. Yeah, thank you so much for that break. So that's what we do. See you Friday, hopefully. Yes, Euro Jones, thank you. I'll see you, God's willing, I'll see you on Friday evening at 8 o'clock. Okay. Yeah. So I visualize all my limitations falling away one by one until I am safe, healed, and whole. Yeah. The universe is one of great order and peacefulness, and I reflect this in every moment of my life. I am centered in truth and peace. And then this one says, I am in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. Isn't that wonderful? I see myself healthy, whole, and living in a society where it is safe for me to be who I am and to love others. Yeah? I completely trust the intelligence within me to guide me to the right path. The universe supports me in every positive way. And on the reverse, it says, if I follow my inner wisdom, I am at peace with my own being. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? That is so beautiful. Yeah? So now, the moment I am willing to change, it is amazing how the universe brings me what I need. Yeah? So these are, thank you for joining. These are affirmations that we live by that help to propel our days and make us be well. Yeah. So affirmation decimate or remove or override negative things and make you feel well, make you feel better. Give yourself permission. I give myself permission to be well. That's what we do, and it's constant. So the moment I am willing to change, it is amazing how the universe brings me what I need because I am willing. Yeah? And that's what we do. I trust myself and the process of life. Because if you're living in this life, if you've got this life, you have to trust it. Otherwise, you won't do anything, you won't flourish, you won't grow. So you have to first trust life. We create habits and problems to fulfill a need. When I can find a positive way to fulfill the need, I can release the problems. So, guys, I do affirmations here, inspiration, motivation. No, I am, please like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. So now, yes, Tia, greetings, greetings, my love. An abundance of love and peace. Yeah. When I do affirmations, I come here Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. until 9 p.m. to bring inspiration. We learn, we grow, inspiration, motivation, goodness of God, the grace of God, the peace. Not to bombard somebody, but to give them a lift. Because if I am my brother's keeper, I am going to have to help you. Because life is good, but the journey is rocky. Yeah. So if you have somebody to tap you on your shoulder, don't worry, don't worry. I know you are going through a lot, but it will over. It won't be long. It's not permanent because nothing on earth is permanent. So a word can lift somebody out of depression, out of stress, out of anxiety. It can lift you up and make you feel, yes, I've got this. I can do it. So that's simply what we are doing. We are just giving words. And it's free of cost to give your word. Yeah? So we create habits and problems to fulfill a need. When I can find a positive way to fulfill the need, I can release. I strongly recommend that you always, when you come on the live, you have a paper and a pen and you write down. My whole life is writing. Yeah, I have to jot things down because I am a writer. I do books. I have one book now that it's going to be ready by the end of the month to be published. So when I say these things, I'm not saying to have a big head or ego. I am just telling you that there's a book and a half in all of us. We must write our story. We are the character in the book. Write our stories. So if when you come on here, there's something that resonates with you and it's a word that's encouraging to you, write it down. Keep it under your pillow. Put it up in the rooms where you visit most at home. Remind yourself of it. Put it in your purse. Put it in your pocket. Put it in your wallet. Put it in your car pocket. Carry it in your car. Carry it to work. And when you feel down or you feel like, oh, I can't go on, I can't make it, this is too much, I am not going to manage, then you revert to it and remind yourself that you've got it. You've got this. You can do it. Yeah, I've got about 15 more minutes in my life, guys. So I am going to pedal on because I want to keep my life. So I'm going to pedal on. And if you don't watch it now, you can watch it later, because what I'll do, I'll post it. Yeah. I'll post it so you can always go back to it and find something in there that will help you. I release all feelings of negativity and guilt because you don't want to keep it. Negativity does not help you. It gives you a false sense of hope, and it's full of ego, and it will not help you. Everything I need comes to me in the perfect timing. So we again have to depend on time. There's nothing that is going to happen before the time. Everything is in the right timing. Yeah? It won't happen before the time. And we always say it's God and time. So it will happen in the right timing. I relax and enjoy life. I know that whatever I need to know is revealed to me in perfect time and space sequence. So again, everything that you need is within you, and it will reveal to you in the perfect time and space sequence. Yeah, it won't happen before the time, because the time will come when it is your time, and there's nobody that can override your time, because your time is your time, and everything will happen in your time. When I am ready to make positive changes in my life, I attract whatever I need to help me. On the reverse says, I rise above all limitations. Yeah? I rise above all limitation. There's no limit to my thing. I rise above it. The thoughts I choose to believe right now are forming my experiences. I now listen to what I say and do not say anything that I do not want to become true to me. So I only listen to the things that I say that I want to become true to me. Everything I do is a choice, so I am in control of my reality. Yeah? Everything I do is a choice, so I am in control of my own reality. There is no need to struggle to be better. All I need to do is love myself more today than yesterday, and treat myself as someone who is deeply loved. I am good enough. Healing means to make whole and to accept all parts of myself, not just the parts I like, but all of me. Yeah? And on the reverse, it says, I love myself totally in the now. I know inwardly what is right for me. And on the reverse, it says, I look in the mirror and say to myself, I deserve all good. I deserve to be prosperous. I deserve joy. I deserve love. So these are the things that we tell ourselves. I am my own unique self. If you don't see yourself as unique, nobody else will. So you have to tell yourself that you are your own unique self. everyone is unique and different. If we are like other people, then we are not expressing our specialness. Yeah. So when you express, you receive. So if you cannot be like others, you have to be like your own self. I rejoice in my unlimitedness. I am aware that I am pure consciousness. I am one with all life. I allow myself to accept prosperity. Yeah. Money is simply energy, an exchange of service. How much I have depends on what I believe I deserve. Guys, we are counting down. We are counting down on the affirmations. So I've got 10 more minutes in the mix. Yeah? So 10 more minutes and then the mix will be through. So I'm going to take 2 minutes from the mix and I'll come back shortly. You should have tuned in. Oh my God, the water is going to come into the house here. Thank you, I am back. I just went to pick up my steel tongue drum, yeah? Because I could give 5 minutes of steel tongue drumming and then I could do my last 5 minutes in affirmation. Yeah? So we have... Where is... Yes, so that was my little piece. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Please leave me a comment. Yeah. I appreciate you joining a multitude of gratitude in abundance, as we like to say. So, what I am going to have to do, I will have to give um the rest of the affirmation, and then I will have to say good night and God bless. And thank you for joining. I love it. I appreciate you so much. You can always go back and watch the video because I will post it thereafter so that you can be blessed. Yeah? And something can pop out of it and you can take it onto yourself. Life is very simple. I create my experiences by my thinking and feeling patterns, my thinking and feeling patterns. What I believe about myself and about life becomes true for me. Yeah, whatever I believe, it becomes true for me. I use my words and thoughts as tools to shape my future. I am incredible, capable. Whatever I encounter, a challenge, whenever I encounter a challenge in my life, I use the experience to learn and grow. So that's our topic, learning and growing, because that's what we are here to do, to learn and to grow. Every time I meditate or do a visualization for healing, I am connecting with like minded people all over the world. Isn't that beautiful? I am one with everyone on the planet. I love these affirmations. I deserve to live in an atmosphere of joy and acceptance. I am open and receptive to all good, all the good. I am open and receptive to it. Yeah. And that leaves me with my last card, guys. So the last one says, I am open and receptive to all good. I deserve to live in an atmosphere of joy and acceptance. Thank you for watching. May the peace of God and the mercies of God be with you. Thank you for joining all those who join, and thank you also for the interaction. Yeah. So as I go, may you remember to subscribe, leave me a comment, share it, tell somebody the news. I'll be here on a Sunday evening, Wednesday evening, and Friday evening between 8 to 9 o'clock, where I bring more goodness. I bring hope, peace, inspiration, affirmation, and the goodness of God. Thank you for joining.